When the guard cells are flaccid, as in when the turgor pressure is low and there is very little fluid, then the turgor pressure is low. That means the vacuoles will be empty, and the guard cells will be closed, and they'll be touching one another, and that means that the stomata will close. So in a system like this, that means that in a low fluid environment, in an environment that has very little water, the guard cells are going to be flaccid, and that will close them. In an environment where the guard cells are filled with fluid, they will expand and open. When they are loose and weak, they will close. Stiffened, relaxed. Stiffened, relaxed. That's the idea behind the opening and closing of guard cells. So, I don't want anyone to get the wrong idea here. Water vapor is an inevitable consequence of gas exchange. And I'm quoting directly from the Cambridge textbook there. Transpiration is an inevitable consequence of gas exchange in plants. An inevitable consequence of gas exchange in plants. The water vapor escaping is an unfortunate consequence. It should not be that way. It is something that cannot be escaped. It's a thing that shouldn't happen, but does. No matter what you do, that's what's going to happen. Guard cells open and stomata are there in order to allow carbon dioxide to enter the leaf. That is the purpose of stomata, and that is the answer you should give when you are talking about the opening of stomata. The purpose for the opening of stomata. The purpose is for carbon dioxide to be exchanged, for low carbon dioxide inside the leaf to mingle with high carbon dioxide outside the leaf. Because photosynthesis in the mesophyll cells is what is required to happen. The cells inside the plant leaf need to make photosynthates, amino acids and sugars, for the rest of the plant. And for that, they need to exchange carbon dioxide with the atmosphere. A byproduct of photosynthesis is water vapor and oxygen. Those will escape the plant. The plant needs that water vapor for itself as well. It would prefer to keep that water vapor, if it could. However, there is a high concentration of water inside the plant, a high water potential here, and a low water potential outside the plant. So water vapor is just going to escape. Thus, inevitable consequence, not a goal. So, the purpose of the stomata is for the exchange of carbon dioxide. Now, plants in different habitats possess different adaptations. We have mesophytes, which is basically the types of plants that we've been discussing up to this point. These are plants that are adapted to habitats with adequate water. By the way, these are all Greek, because it's always freaking Greek. All right? Mesophytes, middle plants. Xerophytes, dry plants. Xero means dry. Halophytes, salt plants. Yes, halo means salt, and that brings things into context, considering this is the internet. Cut.